Qatar Airways, world's 5-star airline.
Tonight at 6 on Sky, banning mephedrone, the legal high to be made illegal within weeks after the drug was linked to 25 deaths. But a Sky News investigation can reveal how dealers are already preparing for its replacement. Also tonight, terror on Moscow's metro, at least 38 killed by female suicide bombers at two of Russian capital's busiest underground stations. Absolutely untrue. Joanna Lumley hits out at the Ministry of Defence for Gurkha lies and smears. Taxing issue, the economy takes centre stage as the three would-be chancellors go head-to-head. Strike standoff. Now unions say they'll pay British Airways cabin crew to remain on the picket line. And nearly 30 years on from the original, Clash of the Titans returns to the big screen in 3D. We're live at the world premiere in Leicester Square.
Live from the Sky News Centre, this is Sky News with Jeremy Thompson.
Very good evening. Our top story on Sky News at 6. The Home Secretary has just vowed to ban the drug mephedrone. Very good. Thanks very much indeed, Steve. Nice to see Gemma Arterton and all the other stars there in Leicester Square tonight. We'll have plenty more coming up very shortly from Clash of the Titans. It is sports time. Nick's here with plenty of action tonight.
Yeah, and we promised you some golf news about 20 minutes ago. That's coming up as well in just a second. But the Champions League quarter-finals are almost upon us, and there is some encouraging news tonight from Manchester United.
Look forward to it. Thanks very much indeed. Nick Power with all the sport there. You're watching Sky News on the website, skynews.com. Kylie Minogue strips. Find out who else joined her to raise money for breast cancer. Coming up, I'm going to be speaking to the government's chief drugs advisor about banning mephedrone. And we're live on the red carpet for the world premiere of Clash of the Titans. You're watching Sky News at 6. Top stories tonight. The legal high mephedrone is to be banned within weeks. The Home Secretary has been advised to make it a Class B drug with an immediate ban on importing the drug. The Russian president has vowed to defeat terrorism after two suicide bombings on Moscow's underground left 38 people dead and more than 60 injured. The prime suspect in the murder of Millie Dowler will find out tomorrow if he is to be formally charged with the crime. Weather time now is Isabel.
As the dry condition extends over Amritsar, we'll find a blend of flavours to tempt your palate.
Hello there. I wish I could bring you better news. Some pretty wet weather out there at the moment. It's windy as well. We've got a strong easterly across northern Britain and Ireland, and it's already turning a little bit wintry in the precipitation across western parts of Ireland now. To the south, we've got heavy showers and a southerly breeze, so there are some stark contrasts in temperature, and we'll keep that contrast over the next 24 hours. So to the north and west then, with the cold air dragging in or drawing in, we'll see that rain turning increasingly to sleet and snow, particularly across the higher ground of Scotland and Ireland. It does look as though we could well see some substantial falls of snow, maybe more than 30 centimetres of snow over high ground, which is more than a foot of snow. Could well cause some problems and maybe even disruption because the snow could get down to low levels at times as well. And a cold wind as well, that northeasterly, making it thoroughly unpleasant. To the south, take a brolly. It'll be milder but wet still, with bands of rain moving through, a little bit of sunshine in between, but obviously definitely a wet picture. And as the low pressure system responsible for this bad weather nudges a little bit further eastwards, that'll help draw that colder weather a little further south on Wednesday.
Qatar Airways, world's 5-star airline.
Watching Sky News. Coming up at 7, broadband's decade in Britain. We're going to look at how it's transformed the internet. Up next.
I mean, have I done everything I could possibly do to stave off disaster?
Why Uma Thurman's latest film couldn't stave off disaster at the box office.
It's 8 o'clock, the latest from Sky News Radio. Flights, hotels, car hire. Netflights.com. Travel your way.
Hello there. Eastern Europe's doing pretty well. In fact, on Tuesday there'll be some spring-like sunshine with temperatures east of the Balkans up to about 21 degrees, 70 Fahrenheit, so not too bad across to Bulgaria and Romania. But as you can see further to the north and west, it's a more disturbed picture with some heavy showers around, a bit of snow over the high parts of the Alps. And for us, it's not looking great. There'll be some really heavy rain around, and across the north, it's snow we're talking about, mainly for Scotland and the north of Ireland with a cold wind. There will be some warm sunshine if you're heading to the Balearic Islands, a little bit mixed over the next few days, but temperatures around the average of 18 or 19.
Netflights.com. Travel your way.
Thanks very much indeed, Robert. Well, coming up at 7, Matt Smith's going to be joining you with what's been making news online.
Jeremy, thank you. Yes, tonight, tax and the economy. They're the big talking point across political blogs and websites ahead of that televised debate between the chancellors. We log into the online conversation. Plus, as more and more children start using mobile phones that can access the internet, the question is, do we need tighter rules to protect them from unsavoury content? Well, that and much more on the only show with the web's agenda, skynews.com. We're live at 7.
Uma Thurman's new film has hit the headlines for all the wrong reasons. It cost over £3 million to make, but took less than £100 over the entire opening weekend in Britain. And coming up at 7, Google's guide to the web. We're going to discuss how the company hopes to get more Brits to go online.
Good evening. Coming up on skynews.com at 7 tonight, why legal high mephedrone could be banned within weeks. Do mobile phones and games consoles need to be made safer for children? We'll be discussing that. Plus, find out why this Uma Thurman film could be the country's biggest ever box office flop. First, though, the weather. Here's Isabel.